So when I first accepted the job, I think the main thing, right away, year one, try to bring in as much talent as possible. We want to make a run in the national tournament. That's our end goal is a national championship.
And Shannon will put the hammer down.
I think, with the personal goals, it's all good, but I'm just trying to do something different here.
They kick back out to short, 3-ball from him, and it's good.
Me being a senior, I wanted to surround myself with guys like Francis, Augusta, Nate Schwartz, Kevin Taylor, Henry Shannon, those guys. They got the same will to win that I got, so.
Finds Taylor. Taylor goes to the rim. His layup's good.
Yeah, we had a good season last year, and the goal is really to just build on that.
As a group, I feel like as we've gone on, we keep getting closer and closer every day, getting, 1% better every day, and just making strides towards our ultimate goal, which is to win a national championship.
Yeah, I would say my coaching style is very demanding. It's very disciplined, our culture is, and we do things a certain way, and like I said, just hold them to a really high standard.
Before a game or during the game, my mindset most times is on just go, go, go.
Game down maybe a little bit. And Damari Wiltz is going to collect his first points of the night, as that is such good basketball from Wiltz.
I just want to be the best player I can be, so if I see you in front of me, I think just to kill, so that's my mindset.
Now it's Nate Schwartz with the 3.
And 3 times now Nate Schwartz has hit a shot.
So as a point guard, the main job that I have to do is really to control the pace of the team, kind of be the brain in a way on the court.
Pennell just dirty work to get around the defenders, and easy points at the rim for Francis Okwusa.
Yeah, scoring 100 points in back-to-back games is big. I think it really just speaks to how everyone's bought in and really just the culture that we have.
Second game, 100 points, some slide. That's what we do, man.
If we need a bucket, I feel like I'm somebody that can just go get us one too, and I feel like everyone on the team trusts me to do that as well.
Okwusa 3, give it to him, and an easy dunk at the rim for Francis Okwusa.
How the double team is coming. Well, at the end of the day, if they double, they have to double. I'm gonna get mine.
Quickly to Shannon, and Shannon with the poster dunk.
This is probably one of the more funny teams that I've been on, just with all the personalities that we have. This was something I've never had before, like always joking around, always having fun, always just lifting each other up.
Our goal is national championship. Your goals, you're always going to shoot high. You're always going to want what our potential is.
At the end of the day, win as many games as possible, win conference, beat the ranked teams. I want to do all that. Get a ring on my finger. Get a ring on everybody's finger.
Before the game, if it's like a big game, I'll definitely be just relax and be know when that time is to get serious. But for the most part, I'm just chill all the time.
We're all friends, we're all cool with each other. Ain't no reason to be tense, no reason to feel pressure. We gonna go out there and do our thing. It's just another day for us, for real.
So it's regular, It's regular. What is that? Yeah, that kind of looks decent.
Well, we were ranking our top cereals, so.
Raisin Bran good. Raisin Bran help you get everything out. It's cool. Raisin and Cocoa Puffs.
Probably like Cocoa Puffs. Ones with the frosted. They good. Look, but only the ones with extras. They get soggy so fast, bro.
They do get soggy.
Number 1, of course, you have Frosted Flakes. 2, there's an automatic top 2. 1, Frosted Flakes. Number 2, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
1, I gotta put out there, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, number 1. Undisputed number 1. I don't want to hear no Raisin Bran, no Honey Nut Cheerios, none of that. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is number 1. That's a fact.
No, we definitely got one of the most funny teams in the country. We got to switch. We got to lock in and switch. We know probably an hour and a half before the game, like we got our headphones on, everybody in here focused. We all doing our own thing, stretching, but when it's time to go for sure.
I've learned just throughout my career, the more amped up, the more excited I am, actually the worse I play. So just keeping myself calm, cool, collected will actually give me the best performance, energy, effort, discipline-wise on the court. Obviously with them beating us twice last year, like, you got this game marked from when the schedule comes out in the early fall, like, we gotta beat Columbia, like, that's been our rival for years, like, beat us twice last year, beat us on our home floor too, like.
Once we found out they wanted to get 1,000 on our court, it was like, it took it to a whole new level, like, it's more than a basketball game. We trying to make sure they don't get this 1,000 win at their rival, so that was kind of huge for us.
Obviously, Columbia has Colin Parker, reigning AMC Player of the Year, big guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows who he is. Everything goes through him, so we really emphasize locking in on him, his moves and stuff, and after that, you know, you cut the head off the body going forward with it.
How hard we play, our discipline, what we just went over on both ends. All right, let's go get our 10th win. Over 40, let's do it. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3, win.
We feel like every time we step on the court, we the best team on the, on the court. So going in with that mindset really just gives us that confidence and that boost. Anybody who we playing, I just feel bad for them. When we go in with that mindset that we all clicking on the same page, it's really, we really dangerous.
Well, right before the game, we already was pretty pumped up, like just heading into this big conference game. But during the warm-up session where we were stretching, we talked to Coach, and Coach told us how they were supposed to have their 1,000 win on our court, and after they were supposed to celebrate. So we kind of took that like it's kind of like an insult to schedule that against us, or not even schedule it, just to have your 1,000 win on our court. We just not gonna let that happen. So.
It's going to be the tip-off between Henry Shannon and Colin Parker. Probably the biggest matchup for a tip-off Henry Shannon's seen all year. William Woods will win the tip-off. It'll be Damari Wiltz to bring it up the court as he'll cross the timeline.
We had a slow start. I think our pace on offense was kind of bad. We had bad spacing and bad pace.
Looks to look, finds Shorts. Shorts pulls up a three. Just a little bit off, too strong. Damari Wiltz pulls up from the free throw line, just off the backboard, too strong.
They got a bunch of good players, definitely players that play their role, and I think in the beginning of the game we were giving them the option to like do what they wanted to do and more like not taking it away.
He's just going to go out there to Brent Steinman three, good, and it's 13-5 inside Anderson. I want to keep this one close as it comes to halftime. Vickers with the shot, it's good. Larson's going to try to get downhill, give the points to him.
Just no one willing to stop the ball carrier right there, and that's what you hear Coach Ashton frustrated about. No one steps in front and finally just puts their body on the line to stop the movement.
Larson is the second leading.
So Coach pulled us aside and he said, what are we doing? We're not playing how we're supposed to play. Or do we even want to be here right now?
Back and get in. Same shit we talked about. What we're gonna do. We gotta, once we cut through and screen, get back to our spot. We're just standing. That's why we have 1 or 2 actions and then it's all 5 minutes. Get back to our spots. Re-attack. Keep it moving.
And that's what really clicked for us, I think. I think we all realized like we are just as good as this team, if not better. Like we need to go out and put the effort together. And then once we broke the huddle, we just huddled up just the guys in the court, just the 5 of us. We came together and we said, hey, let's go out and prove something. William Woods doesn't always have the best track record with beating Columbia, so let's go prove that we are the better team here. And let's really just put our effort into all that and go and win a game.
Go down low. His shot attempt no good. Rebound Titus.
Strong rebound there by Titus to secure it.
Goes to Shorts. Shorts goes through the gap, and layup is good. Owls cut the lead to 5 with 2:50 in the first half remaining. Back to Wiltz. Wiltz is going to try to find Ogwusa. Parker there immediately to step in. Ogwusa with the floater, and it's good. Parker versus Shorts. And good defense there from Nate Shorts, giving up a lot of size but not a lot of heart.
Oh, wow.
Wiltz with a great step. And it's a 3-point game inside Anderson.
Just tell them to play our game. I mean, the first 10 or 11 minutes, it was kind of, we played, but I don't feel like we were us. Or even the last 10, how we picked it up. We went into half probably down 4 or something, and we felt like it was way more than the tank we had. So we really just preach, stay with what we know, come out harder, and it's got to be the half. Like we can't lose, basically.
So in the second half, I don't know what it is, but for some reason we are a second half team.
Kicks to Wiltz. Wiltz spins, pulls up the mid-range. No, passes. Kevin Taylor with the 3-point shot, and it's good. To Parker. Parker switches the court to the other Parker, and it's back to Washer. Parker down low. Shots rejected. Big time rebound by Damari Wiltz. He's got it going the other way. Trey Titus has it now. Francis Ogwusa screaming for the ball. Wiltz with the 3. Wiltz's 3's nothing but net. William Woods has tied up the game in the second half. Life has been brought to Anderson in timeout Columbia.
Damari Wiltz has got a flair with the dramatics.
When the crowd starts getting into it, when the cheerleaders start amping us up, and then it really starts spreading to like the team. Now the team's all like smiles and stuff after big plays.
Sometimes he'll sub me out and be like, what are you doing? We need this. Like, this is what we need from you. And I feel like once that fire is under me, the aggression is there. All it is just go find somebody, go find the ball, and really just make a play.
Trey Titus checks in for the Owls to replace Shannon. Possession. Brant with the 3. Off the mark. Rebound. Kevin Taylor.
Got numbers.
They got numbers. They find Shannon. Titus, 3-point shot. 3-point shot good from Titus. And William Woods takes a 3-point lead. A minute 20. Can William Woods make it a 2-possession game inside Anderson?
You're in no rush here.
None at all. Schwartz with it. He pulls up a mid-range shot, and it's good.
That's amazing that it climbed the iron there. Schwartz is such a veteran.
This ball is going to be moved around for Columbia. It's Larson in the corner. You'll give them 2 points if they want to have it. Vickers is going to pull a 3 up. Schwartz gets his hand in front of it. Nothing but air. Colin Parker is going to get 2, though. If you're an Owls fan, this night did not start off how you dreamt it up, but it's been all William Woods in the second half this far. It's got to be time to close the game out. Can William Woods close it out and get their biggest win of the season?
Team's been resilient so far. Needed one more defensive stop to close this one out for sure.
3-point shot immediately, and it's good.
That's from the parking lot.
A big-time 3-point shot from Nate Brant. And they get it to Shorts, and he's going to be tied up immediately.
Obviously, down the stretch, Nate made a couple big plays.
A moment that you hope isn't too big. Nate Shorts has been in this moment multiple different times, as he's played in this Columbia rivalry multiple times. He is the kid from Columbia in his first shot. Is a no good.
It's a 1-point game. Oh,
it's a steal by Kevin Taylor, and William Woods is going to beat Columbia College, and that should almost do it here in Anderson.
And then Kev makes a big steal, and it's like, all right, we're good. Like, let's just get the ball. Let's just dribble the ball out. Kev passes to me. It's like, I gotta lay this. Like, I gotta get this. Like, that's like we really did it. Like, we really beat these guys finally because they beat us twice last year. So obviously we've had this one marked on our calendars for a while. So laid the ball up, and it's just like finally like you can like be like, yeah, we did it.
And that should almost do it here in Anderson. That will do it. William Woods takes down Columbia College, and William Woods are victors as Columbia College will fall to the hands of the Owls.
But especially when Kev got that last steal, the whole gym kind of just erupted. And then Fran getting the layup and going all crazy. There's just like little moments like that, like are like so amplified when everybody's like really into it.
And Damari Wiltz with a big time performance. Trey Titus with an even bigger performance.
We really proved it to not only them, but to ourselves that we can really do this. So it's just one of those moments that's going to stick.
So I had heard, I think I heard it from, I had seen a post on Snapchat, and I was like, I was in my room or whatever, like regular school day.
At first, you know, you don't ever think that those things are true. So I was real skeptical about it. And then I had gone into coach's office just trying to figure some things out. I went through a class at first, got asked a couple questions about it, headed over to coach's office. And he kind of talked me through that a little bit, just gave me what he had heard.
Yeah, I was just like in my room and it had hit me, and then I had seen the article, like I sent the link to the article or whatever, and it kind of set in, and that was just a really sad day.
Coach had told me that he had got on the phone with one of his family members, and they had confirmed that he had been in an accident the night before.
And he had like veered off the road. He wasn't wearing his seatbelt, so he was ejected from the car. And yeah, unfortunately, he ended up dying from being ejected in the impact.
It's tough, but you know, you kind of have to take it how it is and shift your mindset from something upset, something angry or sad, to looking at like the kind of person that he was. And
but he had a great personality. Like when G came around, there was no there wasn't a bad time around G. He was always full of laughter. And just like he had a beautiful spirit, so like when G came around, it was like, you know, always laughs, and even if we were like bickering or going back and forth, it was always like a good remedy behind it.
I wanna say goodbye, but I can't find a way to make it out alive.
He was just basically friend of everyone.
Know that I've tried, but I can't find a way to make it out alive.
Just a great guy to be around. I know he was for sure the first person that on campus that, you know, kind of made me feel at home, kind of made me feel like I belonged here.
So literally every day was just coming to my room and jumping on my bed to wake me up. And I think that was very funny, but you know what tall he is? He's like, I don't know, 6'7" or 7'4". I don't remember how tall he is, but very tall.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys that you just love being around. Like something that people should take away from G is just like loving everybody. Like no matter the background, black, white, blue, red, like G loved everybody, and I think that's something that people should take away, just loving everybody in every shape or form.
Find a way to make it out alive.
You can look back on it, you know, he took advantage of the time that he was here, and you know, you're thankful for the time that you did have with him.
So goodbye. So
I think the whole situation just taught us that, you know, there are more important things. That this game is teaching us a life lesson, and I think this has as well, that, you know, it's not just what basketball brings, the wins, the losses, or anything like that. It's the brotherhood that we're building here, that he's absolutely a big part of that. These are also the people that we'll have to connect through life. These are the moments and people that we'll get to live with forever.
Like we talked about, this is going to be a war. It's going to be a war for 40. All right, for 40 minutes. We got to be ready for it. Discipline every possession. All right, every possession matters. Every possession is important. We got to do what we do on both sides of the ball every possession. All right, be the more physical, tougher team, and discipline both sides. All right, and this is our last one in Anderson. Like we've been talking about, we might as well go out the right way. All right, for the ship. All right, for seeding, we're playing for a lot here. And again, we're at the crib. All right, we're at the crib. Let's go give it our all. Straight to it. Let's go. Win. 1, 2, 3. Win.
My fault, bro. I gotta send the pastor this message. I gotta send my pastor this message. Told him there'll be a lot of cash at the church tomorrow.
Time to get paid. Time to get paid. Time to get paid. Let's go. Time to get paid, bro. Rent dues. Time to get paid too. Rent dues.
Tournament inside Anderson, the first one in history.
This is my blues, and 'cause I'm back down on my own again. This is the blues I'm playing. Yes, it's a fine old thing.